All right, y'all, today we're gonna be installing this freeze miser. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth on why I use this rather than covering up my faucet. A lot of times when I've used those styrofoam covers in the past, if you have a hairline fracture or any kind of a leak on the faucet, I've had those styrofoam cups fill up with water and then the whole thing freezes and then it cracks it really bad. You take your freeze miser and you just put it on. You can also use this with a splitter, and then what you do is you open up the water, you open up the valve, right? And so see, the water is wide open and it is not coming out, right? When it gets around 35 degrees, the wax starts to shrink and allows a little bit of a drip of water to come out. The reason it allows that is because running water typically doesn't freeze. I don't have a shutoff valve for this individual water faucet. We're in Houston, Texas. We don't get a lot of freezes and it's usually very brief. So this will drip. This will typically just drip a little bit, less than what it would inside if you were to open up your lines on your faucets on the inside of the house. The colder it gets, the more it's gonna drip. And it will just drip right here on the grass. You can even throw a bucket of water here and it'll fill up. I do put one in the backyard faucet and I put one in the front. It's been down to 18 degrees here in Houston during the polar vortex and I used this. So this works really, really nice. And I don't have to shut off all the water to my entire house just to protect the outside faucet. They use these as far north as like Alaska. I know some people were commenting on the previous video saying that try that in Canada. Well, they have tried it in Canada and it works great. So these are really popular with people who have livestock as well. The lines to their water troughs don't freeze over. So that's actually where I got the idea from my father-in-law. One way to find out if it's faulty or not is you can go throw it in the freezer and leave it there overnight, and then you can bring it out here and attach it and see the little drip. If it doesn't drip, it means it's not working properly. And I usually do that every year. I will go and test them out. I'll throw them in the freezer overnight, come throw it on here, and there should be a little bit of a drip. And then as it warms up, it'll actually stop working. So, but here in Texas, I've had pretty good success with these freeze misers.